Uh, Welcome to the first day of the online bootcamp, guys. My name is Nandan Reddy. I am working as apprentice in NPTL for web development. I'm going to take. I'm going to be your mentor for this online bootcamp. So feel free to ask if you have any doubts, and I will guide my best to help you to do this project. Understand the concepts very well. So that's about me. Uh, what about you, guys? So, Aritra, introduce yourself. Just say which level you are in and what you are expecting from this session.
So I am in this diploma level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I actually this is the second time I'm enrolling for a boot camp. So last
Mm-hmm.
time I enrolled on the first session actually that happened,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow I think couldn't gel up with the
Mm-hmm.
planning of the boot camp. I'm also a working professional, so
Mm-hmm.
I had to enroll it for the second time, and I'm expecting it. See, I am from a non-tech background, first of all, so this is
Okay.
the first time I'm introduced to subjects like MAD1 and web development and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So some handholding I am expecting from this, where I could get that little bit customized things that I want to do a little bit discussion on how to do a plan the website rather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is what I'm expecting from the bootcamp
Okay.
and following the best. One more thing, I just wanted to have a question that there is you are saying in the group that it's for 7 days, right? So we
Yeah.
will have seven classes, right?
Yes, we will.
And other days we will have a doubt session or something like that.
No, only 7 days.
Okay, because it
But we
was
will plan
21.
accordingly. Okay. First day is like all introduction about how we have to approach, and
Okay,
after
okay,
the second day, I will tell you what are the things you have to do. And
okay, okay.
so the mentor session, the purpose of mentor session is only to teach you and guide how to do, but we will also make some milestones. So if you guys also try to hope up with that milestones, then you will complete your project very well.
Yeah, so that thing where while I am doing, so some errors were coming in, and if the separate breakout room or something like that
Hmm.
is available, then I think and once I start writing the code, I think it will be others will also agree that they will not like to share the code or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
logic they are using. So,
Hmm.
uh, so a separate breakout room or something like that, if that is available, then I think I
Yeah,
will
yeah.
be
That
able to match up with the
now no
place.
need to worry about that. We will also discover some debugging tools which we will use to test the code. If there is any error, like I will teach all those while we are going through. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
So my approach is like make it as simple as possible. Don't make it complex. That's my
No, I don't
approach.
want complex.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I had to, quit that thing. So I
Hmm.
had a, oh, this is a recording, no? Okay, okay,
Mm.
okay,
Okay then. So
yeah,
thank you, Aritra. What about
thank
you,
you.
Kamlesh?
I'm this working in project management, construction management,
Mm-hmm.
from non-programming background. Basically, I'm electrical engineer,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever I am expecting, but I am pursuing this MAD1 theory along with the project and
Mm-hmm.
Java, and programming in Java actually.
Okay.
So till week 6, I have completed this lab assignment and whatever was available in this MAD1 theory.
Mm-hmm.
Hope I will be able to cope up with this project, this stuff,
Yeah,
submission.
so my suggestion for everyone is to please stick to the sessions. So don't try to, I mean, please try to present. Don't be absent. If you miss any session, you will not be able to connect to the next class. Okay, so attend daily. Okay. And another thing, I will be sharing recording only to the people who are present frequently. Even if you miss a session, I will share the recording only if you are present in the previous class. It's not like if you are not present, I will share the recording. Okay, so please make sure to try your best to attend. What about you, Komali Saisri?
Hello, sir. I'm Komali. I have been doing this program, diploma
Mm-hmm.
program, this term
Mm-hmm.
with the MAD theory and project. This is the first term.
Okay.
So I'm also doing the dual degree. So it's been a little hard for me to cope up with the both sides. So I have taken this course so it can help me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is your expectation from this course? Just complete project, right? And learn
Like,
theory.
I have been struggling with the GitHub documentary actually. It's a new concept to me,
Mhm.
and those milestones are a little bit. I'm not able to understand them, what to commit and what to do. I didn't actually start the project at all.
Okay, so once
So,
you make a base project, so today it will be all about Flask, SQLite, and then Jinja template rendering. Okay, so in the next session we will talk about GitHub and how to set up the initial project. Okay,
okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's it. Yeah, Raju Vargesh, yeah, just give quick
Hi all.
introduction.
So I am,
Hmm?
yeah, I am in a diploma level. I am a working professional. So currently I am
Hmm?
doing Java and this modern application development project only in this term. So what I expect is
Hmm.
just to complete the project and to have a basic or core level understanding of how this web and websites work. So that's all.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Sri Sai Shankar?
Yeah, sir. So I'm actually repeating this project this time.
Mhm.
I was able to clear the theory, but project I basically didn't understand like how exactly we should do the thing. So I
Mhm.
think you can walk me through.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. What about you? Okay, Patel Kushi.
Yeah, so as someone mentioned, I am also a working professional, and
Mhm.
my area is not exactly the web dev. So
Mhm.
I'm struggling with the project. So that's my goal, to complete the project and gain a bit of understanding for all of this.
Mhm. Okay. What about you, Yardla Pavan Satya?
Just John, sir. What was the question?
Yeah. So just tell about yourself and what are you expecting from this session's bootcamp?
I pretty much expect to learn about the project, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So I have a PowerPoint presentation for you. So first I will go through all the presentation. Then we will make a simple Flask application. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. So introduction to web development with Flask, uh, SQLite, and Jinja. So these are the only three things you have to work about in this. Can you see my cursor? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these are the three things important: Flask, SQLite, and Jinja. So with these three things, we will build a dynamic web application from scratch. So, what is web development? Web development is the process of creating websites and web applications. So, the Gmeet you are currently in, it is also a web application. The Gmail, which will show all the mails, it is also a web application. So, everything you work on browser is a web application. Okay, so we are also going to build a web application. So web application includes front end and back end, where front end is the application you are seeing, all the buttons and whatever the action you can do, all includes in the front end. And the back end is the logic or database. So if you click some button, so when you click join, so it will show all the people attended in the Gmeet, right? So it is adding your information into the database. So it is showing all the information about people who joined in this Gmeet. So all these logic, so when I click someone, it will remove someone from the Gmeet. So all this logic is in the back end, and when I click something in the front end, the magic back end logic will trigger. So that's the whole purpose of web development. Okay, and in this project we will focus on web development using Flask, SQLite, and Jinja, and we will get to know about these things in detail. If you have any doubt, ask now. So you got the whole point, right? So the sense of what is web development and how can we relate to this Gmeet web application you are currently in. Got it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll proceed. So why learn Flask? Flask is a lightweight and easy to use web framework for Python. So since right now in data science and everywhere Python is famous, right? Because of its simplicity to use, understand. So there is a lightweight web framework. that is Flask, with which we can make a website easily. Compared to other languages, it will be difficult to make application. Here, the framework is very easy. Flask. It is very beginner friendly, but it is also powerful. So we can make very dynamic web applications using Flask. So it is used by companies like Netflix, Reddit, and LYFT. I don't know left. So Netflix and Reddit are using it. So know the power of Flask. So if you learn Flask very well and make your project well, then you can also showcase your project to someone and get internships or else work. So you can showcase your work. Okay. So make this project well. So what will we cover in this bootcamp? So we will cover about Flask. So Flask is a web framework used to handle requests and response, and SQLite, a lightweight database for storing data, and Jinja. Jinja is a template engine to render dynamic HTML. So here Flask acts as a framework. It's all like a structure which will not be visible. It is like a backend, and it will handle all those requests from the front end, and it will respond. SQLite is a database. It will store all the information about our application. And Jinja is a template engine to render dynamic HTML. So if you click some button in front end, in the Jinja, so Jinja will render a template. In that template, if you click some button, it will trigger and it will send a request to the Flask. And Flask will fetch the SQLite database, and it will take information from SQL database, and it will again render in a template, and it will send it to the front end. So that's how these three are interlinking to make a web application. So any doubt till here? If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask about Flask, SQLite, and Ginger. Yeah, any doubt? So feel free to ask.
Sir, will you be doing the dummy project or the project schedule will be going to be myself?
So my whole aim is to explain you the topics and how to use according to the usage. Okay. So after getting to know about the tool, you can work on your own project, right?
So we won't be doing any dummy project, right?
Yeah, dummy project, like a simple application where you can add some users into something. So you have to understand how it is getting done, and you have to implement the same in your project and use your own logic in there. You can also refer to ChatGPT, but the thing is you have to understand the code. Even if you
Okay.
use ChatGPT, it's not a problem, but the thing is you have to understand your code and write your own code some places, or else it will get plagiarized because so many people are using ChatGPT. And in Viva, you should be able to explain your code, okay, whatever you have done. That's the important thing. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. Any other doubts? So feel free. Okay, guys. This is where you can ask your doubts. Any doubts, you can use ChatGPT one thing, but the thing is you have to understand the code, how it is getting done, or else if you are in Viva and the proctor asks you to do something, if you are not able to do something, then it means you haven't done the project, you haven't understood it. Okay, that's the thing. So let's go to next slide. I hope you don't have any doubts. So setting up the environment. So first we have to set up an environment in your system to create this web application. First we have to install Python. If it is already not installed in your system, you have to install Python, and then you have to install Flask in Python. So pip install Flask will install the Python library, Flask library, and then you have to install SQLite. Comes pre-installed with Python, and then we can create a project folder, and then we can start coding. So let me share my whole screen. So I will do the same entire screen. I'm going to create a new window, then open folder. So guys, are you familiar with VS Code? I need hand raises. I mean, even basic uses, if you are able to create a folder. Okay, only one, two.
Yeah, create folder and all things are okay. Like one API file and other things,
Mm-hmm.
arranging the files. So that. till that I can do.
Okay. Uh, okay then. Yeah. So I opened VS Code. If you are not familiar, just go to YouTube and learn about how to create some folders. Okay. So right now I opened VS Code and in clicking on open folder. So I'm going to documents and here I'm creating a new folder called online bootcamp. Okay, I'm selecting this folder and this is my folder. And you can name, I mean, right now don't do anything. I'm just showing how it is done. Okay, I will share recording later, so you can just go through the recording and you can find it. Okay, so I will make it a split screen. uh, okay, so I have created a folder. I opened it. Now I'm opening terminal. Okay, so is this screen comfortable to you to watch? Left side presentation, right side code I'm going to write in VS Code, guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so not bad, right? Like you are able to see all the text. You can zoom the screen. Okay then.
So
So
do we
right,
need Visual Studio?
Visual Studio, yeah, it is better to have Visual Studio. You can also have some other IDEs, but I prefer VS Code because it is free and very easy.
Sir,
But
using this GitHub, this Copilot actually,
mhm,
and this tab 9 comes
mhm.
under plagiarism or it is okay?
Uh, see,
These
even if
extensions
you use
actually.
some, even if you refer some AIs, you have to write your own logic. If you use the same copy paste, if someone else got the same code, then there is some chance of getting plagiarism. Okay,
So Copilot and tab 9, etc. We must not use actually, na?
you can use it, but you have to change it according to your usage.
Okay,
So
okay,
you
okay.
might give some input to the copilot and it gives you code. If someone else gives the same input and it without modification it gives the same code, then you both will have the same code, right? So don't think about AI getting plagiarism. Understand the process and write your own code. Okay, after you reach out to ChatGPT and AIs, but whatever it is giving, try to understand what it is giving. Okay, that's it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So so in right side I open VS Code. I open this folder online bootcamp, and in that online bootcamp I opened a terminal. Okay, so pwd. So right now in online bootcamp folder. Okay, so I have installed Python. Okay, so Python is already installed. So if I click Python, it is showing Python 3.12.7. It is installed. uh, Exit. Yeah, Aritra.
I just wanted to inform you that I think you are using Windows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will be using my Mac. So
Okay.
some changes I think you need to suggest me because I'm not so technically sound. So like while using installing Python, I had to install Python 3 and things like that. So that guidance I will also need from you.
Mm, okay, right now I'm just doing the things. I will
Yeah, right
also
now,
name them.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
write
yeah.
down
Just
somewhere. Yeah,
okay,
if I'm
okay.
writing some command, write down somewhere, and you can ask ChatGPT. It will give the alternate command for Mac. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for for Linux users also, it's Python 3, not Python. So yeah, for now, okay. So Python already installed. Let me check if Flask is installed. So I'm creating one simple application, app.py. Uh, so for Python, you can do pip list to show all the installed packages. Uh, so if you haven't installed, then no issues. So yeah, I don't think Flask is there. Clear. And SQLite. So let's start coding. Okay, so let's go to next one. So let's make our first Flask application. So this code is used to make a simple hello world application. Okay, So now we will import from Flask, import Flask. So Flask is a library. From that we are importing a Flask uh, uh, Flask. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a class. So we are just importing a Flask object, okay, and we are creating app variable with Flask. You don't need to know everything. Just understand how the process is working. So we have created a variable called app equal to Flask app, and we are passing the name. Okay. Yeah, Patel.
Uh, is it just me, or is everyone saying that your screen is stuck? I'm sorry, I can't. I
Screen
can't.
freeze actually. Screen freeze.
Yeah, Amit. So,
Uh,
The coding screen, VS Code.
mhm.
and now we can see.
uh, can you see the app.py? I'm writing here.
Yeah, now we can see.
Okay. Yeah. If the screen is stuck, please tell me. Like I'm moving cursor always. Okay. So if the cursor is stopped, tell me. Okay.
Okay, one more question. Under the
Mm-hmm.
online bootcamp, did you select file or folder for app.py?
Ah, this is a file. So this is
Oh,
a file, app.py.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. In this app.file, so right now I haven't installed any Flask. Okay. Python is already installed. So I created app.py Python file, and in that file I am importing Flask from Flask. Okay. So it's right now it's not installed. So no need to issue. No need to worry. So I'm creating a variable app equal to Flask of, and I'm passing this underscore underscore name. Right now we don't need to worry about that. So I'm making a route for the app at the rate app dot route slash define. So this is a function. Under this route I am defining a function, and I'm putting home. So I'm returning hello world. Okay. And if underscore underscore name equal to underscore underscore main, then app dot run debug equal to true. So now let's understand this code. So I have imported Flask from Flask library, and I created an application variable, and in that I'm putting Flask app, and to that app I'm adding a route called single slash, and I'm assigning a function to that route, that is home, and in that home I'm returning hello world. So what it means is, if I open any website, let's open Gmeet itself. So gmeet.com. So if I open this, uh, so right now that if I don't pass any variable, it is single slash, right? So this is main domain. So this is what Gmeet link is. If I enter, it is redirecting to landing page. So this is home page. When we enter into it, it is redirecting to this land page. So this is the home page, where the whole task is getting done. Okay. Uh, so that's the home page. So for our application also, this is the home page slash. So if we access this route, then it will return this information. So now let's run our application. So you guys know, right, how we run our Python files. So if it's hello.py, and if you are doing print hi, what we do in our terminal is Python. If it is Mac or Bash, Python 3, and then hello.py. So whatever the file name is, .py, and it will print the output in the terminal, right? You guys, all your guys are aware of this, right? All of you guys are aware of this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we are going to run the same Python file that we created, that is app.py, in the same format, where it will execute and it will print something. Okay. So Python app.py. So now what we got, trace back, and in the line one we got some error, module not found, no module named Flask. So we got an error, right? Now go to Google and search. Uh, So you got an error, just copy the main what is the error text and open the online resources. Okay, we got first one. So someone got this error and it is solved. Okay, so try deleting virtual environment you created. So it is showing some advanced things, so for now it's not needed. So this one is important, pip install flask. So let's install flask. So since module not found, we have to install that, right? So for that we have to do this, pip install flask. I'm just referring to online and whatever they are suggesting I'm doing that. Enter. Okay, global. So right now flask is getting installed. So I'm just telling how the process is done. Okay, so if you got any error, just refer to online. If some solution is marked as correct, then you can it is worth to trying that. Okay, so right now we haven't created any virtual environment. I'm just showing the process. So now flask is installed. Okay, now I have installed flask, so I'm doing clear. Now I'm going to run the app again, python app.py. See guys, serving flask app name app, debug mode on. So this is a development server. Do not use it in a production development. So right now the application is running on our local host. Okay, so that's why it's a development server. Right now we are still developing the application. See, now I got a error. Now I checked on Google and I found a solution and I used it. Now I'm getting my code without any error. So that's how it is done. Now I got this URL. Now if I open this in the website, let's see what happens. See, hello world. So whatever we wrote here, it is getting here. Are you guys getting what I'm trying to do?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See the
Yes.
beauty of the code we wrote. So we are opening this slash URL. So right now there is nothing. It means we are in this slash route. Okay. So and we are returning hello world and the hello world is printing here. So instead of printing the output in the terminal, we are printing in a web application. Okay, that's the difference. And if you see here, uh, it is sending get request. So if you see here, it is giving the URL and then the timestamp, and then it is showing which request. It is a get request, and it is sending get request to slash, that is home root, and it is HTTP 1.2 something, and it is sending 200 status code. It means success. Okay, and it is also sending some another thing, get favicon.ico, and it is 404 not found error because there is no favicon attached to this. So favicon is this one. Okay, so every time you render a HTML page, it will also try to get this favicon. So can you guys see my screen?
Here is
The globe icon, right? Are you able to see the globe icon in the top? Guys, respond. I'm not able to understand if you. Uh,
Which
No.
one is the globe
Yes, sir.
icon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got it. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
yeah, globe icon. So this is called fave icon. So if you open Gmeet, it is showing Gmeet icon. Power the Google Slides showing Google Slides icon. Mail is showing mails icon, like that. Our website don't have any fave icon. That's why it is showing 404 not found error, not found status code. Okay, in the right side. Guys, are you able to see my cursor? Is it small?
Your cursor is stuck. I can't see it moving.
Okay. Uh, so is it fine now? This big?
not moving. Not moving actually.
Not.
Still.
Is my screen stuck?
Yeah, it is stuck actually. Since yeah, now it is working.
Yeah,
Okay.
right now.
Now it is.
Okay. So previously, were you able to see the application I was running here? Hello world.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
the
Yes, sir.
word can be seen.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay then. So that's why we got 404 not found error. Okay. Guys, are you able to see this 4 not found right side? I am selecting the text here.
Yeah, it is TTP
Yes.
Yes, yes.
1.14.4.
Yeah, 404. That is because in this left side, the globe icon is showing, right? Because we don't have any favor icon, that's why it is showing it is not there. Resource not found, 404 error. Okay, that's it. And if we try to access something else like slash home, instead of home, dashboard, so not found. And in the right side, if you see, so right side, see guys here. Uh, so let me also increase thickness of this text input with uh, text size, not text size, text cursor. Mm, we should- yeah, it's not working. Okay, you can see right side, right? We are trying to get slash dashboard, and it is showing 404 not found error, right? Guys, are you able to see
Yeah, it is visual.
in the
Yes.
right side? So now I'm defining new route at the rate app dot route slash dash board. Okay, and I'm defining a dashboard, and I'm returning this is your dash boa. Okay, now if I do control s, so right now application is not saved. You can see the dot here, right? Beside app.py. Yes, no.
Yeah. Yes.
So if I save, automatically the server will restart. So detecting change in user slash parna slash documents online bootcamp slash app.py, and it reloaded. Now if I go back to the website, so in the left side, if I refresh this, see, this is your dashboard. So because this debugger is equal to true, whenever we make changes, it will automatically restart. Okay, and whenever I wrote my code and if I save it, it will update it. Okay, so before it was showing 404 not found error, and right now we are doing the same. Get request to get means to get something from this URL, that is slash dashboard, and it is now giving 200 status. Okay.
Okay.
So to this URL, we are trying to get something. Before it was showing it is not there. Right now we have defined this URL, right? That's why it is showing it is there, and it is giving us the output. That is, this is your dashboard. So you understood the process, right? Now I hope you got that.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have any doubts, please ask. The next topic is uh, so the next topic is so right now we have defined this how flash work is. So this app.route defines a URL path. So to this path, if we do get request, it will return this one. So we'll get this as output in the browser. Okay, and app.run debug equal to true. So if you do some mistake, it will automatically stop. Okay, so in order to avoid that, if you put debugger equal to true, it will stop restart the server. So it will be easy for you to do some changes. So that's about Flask application. If you don't have any doubts, I will go to the next slide. So that's it, guys. Any doubt here? So any silly doubts, you can ask anything.
So the function dashboard should be the similar to router, like
You
slash
can put
dashboard.
anything in this slash. Okay, so that's a URL, and to that route, if you try to access something, it will return something. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
So right now we are only focusing on get to get information. That's it. So we made our first Flask app. Let's go to adding HTML templates. Okay. So I'm going to delete this hello.py. We don't need this. Now what we will do is we need to create a simple HTML page. Okay, let me zoom this. So we need to create a simple HTML template using Jinja. So Jinja is a, so right now we understood about Flask. Let's understand what is the use of Jinja. So Jinja is a Python library which will take a HTML template and it will render. So it will put whatever values you give using Python into the, it will insert into the HTML template. So it is very useful. So let's make a simple HTML template, and we will use this template in our application, and we will show the some information in the in the front end. Okay. So let's make this small. So I'm making a folder called templates. Okay, templates. In this templates, I'm putting index.html. Okay, guys. So I'm right now I'm making. Huh? Yes.
No, sir, carry on.
Yeah. So I'm making a HTML. So if you in VS Code, if you just put exclamatory mark and just enter, it will automatically create a basic HTML document. Okay. So in this body, you don't need to worry about this heading, head and everything. Okay. So okay, let's save it. So right now I just entered exclamatory mark and just pressed enter, and it create this basic HTML template. Okay. Now what we will do in this is we will just show this template in the front end. Now I'm going to app.py file. So now we'll hide this. Okay. So now I understood, right? In this online bootcamp folder, I have app.py file. Beside that, I have templates folder. In that templates folder, I have index.html. So this is the hierarchy. Besides app.py, we should be able to have we should have this templates folder in that HTML templates. So these two I opened, app.py and index.html. So now I'll put side by side. So side by side. So now what I will do is I will show this template in the app.route/ page. Okay. Okay. So now I will return, and we will use this code. Okay. Return template. It is a function. Okay. We are using this function index.html, comma. That's it. Index.html. We will just show this template here. Right now it is showing some error here. If I click this, it will show render template is not defined. So we have to import this function from somewhere, and is we have to import it from Flask. Okay. So here we are importing from Flask, import Flask, right? Along with Flask, we will also import a render template. That's it. If I save, it will update. It will restart the server. So I can make it small. So now if I go back to the same URL, and right now we made changes not in the dashboard, we made in the slash, right? So we'll go to the slash only. So the path and then slash. If I enter, right now it is nothing, because in our template there is nothing, right? We are just putting a document. See here we are able to see the document name, right? It is coming from this head title tag. So right now I'm changing this title to my custom title, whatever I want to put. So for you, if you are making some problem statement, you're working on problem statement, you can put the theme of problem statement. Can anyone tell me what is the problem statement in this current term?
Quiz master.
Quiz master. Okay, we will put
Yes,
quiz
quiz
master.
master.
So if I save and then reload here, see, it is updated to quiz master. Are you able to see this, guys? Quiz master.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. So guys, please be responsive. Okay. I will not be able to estimate like if you understood something or not. It will be difficult for me to teach. Okay. So if you don't respond. Okay. So in this body, right now I'm putting H1 tag. So quiz master. So I have saved it. Now if I refresh here, what happening is this index.html is a template, and we are rendering and returning this template in this the slash route. Okay, so that's what happening. Quizmaster main page. Are you guys able to understand? Here in this slash route, I am rendering this template index.html, and the flask app, it will automatically configure this templates folder with this thing. Okay, so if you mention anything like this index.html, it will try to find it in this template folder. If you do index1.html and if you reload, template not found, you will get this error. Okay, this is the common error most MAD1 students will get. Okay, so you have to name them correctly. First you have to create a templates folder, and in that you have to name the template correctly. Okay, now if you reload, you can see the Quizmaster again. So that's what we are doing, render template. And another good thing about Jinja is you can insert variables into a string. Okay, I mean insert into a HTML template. Now let's go back to template. So now if you want to show any user's name in the template, so the username can be anything. Okay, so what I will do is, if you have some information like user to Nandi, and now and I want to show this user information into the front end. So what I will do is, I will pass variable name equal username. Okay, so I will put this user name equal to Nandi, and I'm using this return render template, and I'm passing the template information, and along with that I'm passing name equal to, I'm make it full screen, uh, uh, name equal to username, and I'm passing this username into this name variable. And in the front end also, in this template also, we have to put that. Let's make h2 welcome, and we will put this variable into this. Okay, so this is the syntax you have to use to put some variable into the a Jinja template. Okay, so if you can see here, so this double curly braces. Okay, curly braces, two curly braces, in that you have to put the variable. So double curly braces, in that I am putting name. So in this Jinja template, there is only one name variable. If you put inside this, then only the Python Jinja will recognize. Okay, and I am passing the same variable name here. Are you guys able to connect this? I am passing index.html template to the render template, and I am also passing the variable name, and I'm giving some value to it, that is Nandi. So now can anyone tell me what will happen if I open this index.html after saving this? If I open this slash route, what will happen?
Welcome Nandi.
Yeah,
It will be showing.
so right now I'm saving it. Now this server is reloading, so I will make it right side only. I will go to the Quizmaster. I'm reloading now. See, welcome Nandi. So are you guys able to connect? Now I'm passing the template along with variable, I mean values, and it is showing the values into the template. Okay, that's it. So the good thing about the Jinja is it will take information and it will render the HTML. It will insert the values into the HTML and it will make it dynamic. So if you do some changes, it will automatically reflect into the front end. Okay. So instead of Nandi, if I do Kamlesh, so if I reload, welcome Kamlesh. So like that, we can dynamically change that. Okay, so previously the websites were static. If you want to do some changes, you have to edit the HTML, then we have to reload. Right now you can use Python to automatically update this, and it will automatically reflect into the front end. Okay, so are you guys able to understand like how good Python is in web development?
Yes, sir. It is dynamically. It is
Uh,
getting changed actually, na?
So I mean, I'm changing the variable by manual, but we can trigger some actions in future to update it automatically. Okay.
So whatever double curly braces are being given in this
Mhm.
HTML, file actually. So we have to give all these as input to the render template
Yeah,
index.html this that yeah. You name equal to
yeah,
username class equal to like that we have to write actually
yeah,
manually if
yeah.
you are
Yes, yes, we have to.
okay
Yeah,
whatever number of variables that input we require to give it inside this
yeah, yeah,
render template. Okay.
yeah. So in this Ginger template, this curly braces, whatever you put inside, it will be considered as a variable, and whatever value you will pass while rendering the template, it will insert the value into this variable name. Okay, into this curly braces places. That's it. Okay.
Okay, if you are not giving name equal to name, then this curly inside curly braces, it will be printing only curly braces only,
Yeah,
na, sir?
let's see what happens. So that's what trial and error. Okay, so right, I have saved it. If I refresh, it is printing nothing because curly braces, it is escape. I mean, it is printing nothing, none value into this nameplace, so that's why it is empty here. Got it?
Okay.
So if you print uh, name equal, it will be same. See, same. Got it?
Got it.
uh, so instead of print giving any hard code values, I'm just putting user name. That's it. And if I refresh, it will be same. That's it. So that's about Flask and Jinja rendering. So we are connected both the Jinja render template along with the template, okay, and passing values, and we are able to show it in the front end. That's it. Any doubts here? If you have to ask now, and I will be proceeding to the next part. Any doubts? Even if you have any silly doubts, please feel free to ask. Don't think about others. Feel free to ask. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So
Here, render template
Mhm.
means like we are using other HTML page to make changes.
No, render
What is the
template is a
exact
function,
render?
and to that function we are passing this index.html file. That is the file we opened in the right side, index.html, and we are passing the name variable to it, and it is inserting the name variable's value into this template's name variable where it is placed here into this curly braces. So it is replaced.
Yeah, I have understood the whole process, but I'm not able to understand what does render mean.
Render means so okay. Let's Google it.
it's like using a template that you are defining.
So to cause somebody or something to be in certain condition, so this html template is like this, but after you render, you are making a certain condition to make, to not make this as it is, to not display this curly braces, display the name variable as it is. You are changing this whole to the variable name itself, right, to put Kamlesh here. So that's your condition, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
rendering process of converting something to a certain condition that we want. Okay, that's it. So we are rendering a html, so we are rendering this to convert into something else. That is what we are getting here, rendered template. This is what our rendered template is. Got it?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So anything else, guys? And so as
Sir, I had a doubt.
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
So if this
Mhm.
name variable we are not using in the index.html, do we still
Mhm.
need to render, or it is like suppose if we are building something static website with no changes, so do we still need to render, or is there some other option to do it?
I didn't get your doubt.
So here we are using the name variable in the index.html, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you
So
only
if
one
we are
user, then
not
you can
using,
remove this. Yeah, yeah. So if there is
so
no
still
name,
do
then you
we
can
need
put
to render,
welcome
or is
user.
there any other option? Okay.
See, right now you don't need to display username. Then you can directly put welcome user. And even if you get the variable name
Okay.
or not, doesn't matter. It will always print welcome user only. It's up to you. Only if
Okay.
you want to change some information dynamically, then you can put this curly braces, and you have to put the variable name, and it will insert the value into this. That's it.
Okay, okay, fine.
So dynamic means if you want to update automatically in device.
Okay.
So it is dynamically updating. Right now, if I'm not editing anything in HTML, it is automatically updating whenever I change something in my code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not in HTML template. That's the thing.
Okay. Okay.
Any other doubts?
Okay. No.
So this is the important thing. Okay, if you are not able to integrate app.py and the HTML page, then it will be difficult. Okay, so for your understanding, I'm creating another template. Okay, index.html dashboard.html. Now, can anyone tell me how to connect these two things, dashboard.html and this app.route dashboard? So what should I do?
Exclamation mark and enter first.
Sorry. Okay, okay, yeah. Here exclamation mark,
Yeah,
then press enter.
yeah, enter.
Yeah. Now inside body, what should I put? Let's
So
put one H1 tag,
dashboard, H1 tag
dashboard.
on dashboard,
Mhm. Then some text, any random text.
random text.
This is dash
Board page or something like that.
dashboard page here. Now save it. Now how to render and return for this slash dashboard URL route. So instead of
So
returning directly string,
return
mhm.
render template.
Okay, let's also see here. So right now we are in slash, right? So it is default home page. Even if there is slash or not, it is still slash only. So right now I put slash dash board. So it is rendering the string. We don't want this string. We want to render this dashboard.html. Yeah, now continue. Yeah, tell me.
Render template,
Render template. Inside this function,
and
what
then
should I pass?
in this, what is the dashboard.html?
HTML. And then,
Yes.
is there any variable we put in this Jinja template?
No.
No, right? So nothing. No need to give
Yes.
any extra
Nothing.
information. Save, and
Yes.
then refresh here. That's it. Dashboard. This is dashboard page.
Yes.
So see, guys, that's beautiful. The Python is. So we are making a own web application where you can. This is the home page, and if you open dashboard, it will open a dashboard. So that's the beauty of it, and that's about it,
Achha,
guys.
can I change the page? I know I can, but if I want to change the page background color, am I allowed to do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
in
You
the
can put
project?
CSS also. So let's try that. Uh, style style h1 background color black, and then color white. So if I refresh, see, okay, it's doing for h1 only. Let's make for whole body. See, it became dark mode.
Yeah, yeah.
So we will discuss about CSS in the next class, where we will discuss about the basic GitHub and then CSS into HTML. For now, don't worry, okay? So let's go easy. So this is what we are rendering, and okay, that's about it. They're connecting Flask with the Jinja template, and if you want to show something in this dashboard also, you can also put here like in the curly braces. Okay, that's it. If you want to show some information in this Jinja template, you have to use the curly braces and the variable name, and here in the template you have to pass the variable name and along with its value, then it will show. Okay, so right now I put variable name into this h2. I will copy paste this, control yes, and here I'm doing variable name, name equal to some value for variable. Okay, I'm just putting this random text, and if I refresh, see, some value for variable. So I'm passing the value here. Okay, guys, that's it. Are you guys able to understand? If you have any doubts, ask now. Okay, I think you
No.
are all comfortable with this thing. I will proceed to the next one. So Jinja, you guys are comfortable, right? If you put two curly braces and inside if you put variable name and pass value in this render template, it will replace this curly braces and variable name with the value you want to put. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's go back to the
One doubt,
presentation.
why is there a red dot on the 10th line?
Uh, I'm not sure. Okay, it's like if you want to do some review, you can put these dots here.
Okay, I thought it was an error. Okay,
No, no.
okay.
So
Thank
click
you.
to add breakpoint. You can add breakpoint and check if there is something, any issue like that. Just to for the sake of identifying a line where there is some error, you can point it out. Okay, not error. That's it. Okay, let's go back to presentation. So yeah, guys, with this render template, we are able to show the variables in the front end. That's it. Introduction to SQLite. So SQLite is a lightweight database that works with Flask and no need for separate server. So usually the database also acts as a separate server. So right now our Flask server is serving the HTML pages. Like that, database also usually served as a separate server. But for this application, MAD1 application, we are not using that. Okay, we are just using SQLite 3, which is a simple file, and we will read write data into this SQLite 3. That's it. So let's use this. Uh, so in the same way, how we are getting HTML templates, we will also get data from a database. Okay, so that will be separate server. But for the scope of the MAD1 project, for the sake of understanding, we are making it as simple as possible. So we are using just SQLite 3. Okay. Uh, so now we have to make a file. Uh, mm, where we will do this thing. Okay. Okay. Let's make one file. SQLite.py. So I'm just giving some data. Okay, I will put database.py. Database.py. In that, I'm just doing whatever the code they are giving. Import SQLite 3. Uh, connection equal to SQLite 3 dot connect, and then database.db. Uh, cursor equal to connection dot cursor of, and then cursor dot execute. So I will just copy paste this one. Okay, I can't edit. Uh, so anyone done DBMS course here? Okay, so you should be able to understand this thing, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
that Python DB connectivity that
yeah.
was in week 7, it seems.
Hmm. So I will explain, guys. Not to worry. So what I'm doing here is I'm importing SQLite 3 module, and after that I'm creating a connection, and I'm connecting to database.db file, and I'm creating a cursor. With that cursor, I'm executing this create table in the database. So relation database, those things, right, where we store data in table format. So like that, we are creating a table with the ID and name. And after creating that, what we have to do is connection dot commit. Commit means to execute that, and then close that cursor. That's it. Now let's stop our server, because we need to run this file, right? Database.db Python file. So we have to click on the terminal, click on Control C. For Mac, it's Command C. So the server will stop now. So now if you go back to the your HTML page and refresh, see, can't reach his page because the server is stopped. Now we are not serving the HTML files. Even if I open slash, it will still show can't reach this page because server is closed. So server is something, it is like always waiting for someone to ask, okay, like asking to get something, then only it will return something. Right now server is not working, so it is not sending anything. So that's it. Now I'm running this database.py file, python database.py. So as we saw here, it will automatically install with Python, okay. We don't need to import, install separately, pip install SQLite 3 like that. So now what happened is, I have imported SQLite 3 which is already installed, and after that I'm creating a connection and connecting to database.db file. So you can see here database.db file. So because I have already extension installed, it is showing this thing. So this is a user table I have created right now, and there is ID and there is name, and there is nothing because the database is empty because we haven't did anything into this. So that's it, guys. So right now we have created a database. So are you guys able to connect with this? If you have any doubt, feel free to ask now. So this is very important. If you have doubt, please ask.
Sir, should
What was
I? You go first.
Yeah, go in a line, guys.
Sir, actually, in MAD1 theory, actually, we have learned this database and all using class. Actually, we have done in lab assignment. Actually,
What you used? Flask SQLite, huh?
yeah, yeah. Using class actually, class user db
Yeah,
dot
yeah. Right
model.
now, I'm just creating a table. That's it. So we will do
Okay,
the same tomorrow. I'm just explaining how the database is working.
fine, fine, fine.
Yeah, yeah. Next, any other doubts? So SQL Alchemy, we will use that one. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Aritra.
Oh, by mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Komali.
what did you say commit was?
Commit is like something we commit into the database. Like, okay, this is final. You can add it into something like that. So it is like confirmation. Yeah, I'm confirmed. Do this thing. Do this operation. So
Okay.
execute is do something, whereas commit is okay. I am sure about this process you have done. Now commit it, like fix it, like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Any other doubts, guys? Right now we have created a table using this Python code. Okay, we just connected to this database.db file and we created a table there. So you have to install some extension to see like this. Okay. So just go to extensions and search for SQLite and install this SQLite viewer. Okay. So that is what I have installed. And if you install it, it will show this database easily. So that's it. So now let's go back to our presentation. So right now we have created a database using Python. Okay, Python SQLite 3 module. uh,
Uh, just a
mhm.
thing. Have you like mentioned everything that we need to install in the PPT?
PPT, yeah, Flask, Python. So Python and Flask are
Yeah.
important.
So
SQLite 3
Jinja
will
we have
automatically
to
come with
install. Python we have to install.
yeah,
Flask we have
Flask.
to call. Yeah,
Mm.
and install and SQLite, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I
SQLite you don't
think
need to install; it will automatically come with Python.
okay. So no, you just told something to install for better data visualization.
It's an
That
extension called
SQL.
SQLite River. Just go to VS Code.
Yeah, SQLite.
Yeah, go to extensions and guys listen carefully. Okay, when I'm telling, just write it somewhere. If you distract and come back, it will be difficult for others, okay, to concentrate. Yeah. So yeah, just go to VS Code and click on this extensions button, and maybe next time I will point it out. Okay, if you want to install something, just go to
Okay.
extensions tab, then click on SQLite Viewer and just install this one and reload your page. Okay, and after you run database.py file, you will be able to create this database.db file. This is where your database is created and your tables will be visible, whatever table you create. So that's it. So let's go back to our presentation. So we have introduction to SQLite. That's what it is. Now let's integrate this database with Flask. Okay. Now let's connect our database with Flask. So let's just read. Now we are creating a new route, that is slash add, and we are passing name here in this URL itself, and define add user, and we are assigning a function to this URL, that is add user, and it is taking a value name as argument, and we are connecting to SQLite 3, and then we are making a cursor, and we are inserting the name username into uh, this database file. Okay, and we already created a user table, right? And into that user table we are adding this, and we are connection dot commit, and we are committing this added, and we are returning the username that is added. So let's try this. So dashboard, uh, so at the rate app dot route slash add user slash and then name. So this is a variable. Okay, how we are passing variable into the route. So whatever comes after this add user, it is considered as a variable, and it will be passed into this function we are defining below. Okay, add user, and we are passing here name. So this name is mapped with this name in the function argument, and let's print name. Okay, incoming name value is, and we are printing the name for testing purpose. Okay, so now I'm opening this, and I will run this. So right now our server is not running, that's why it is showing this one. So python app.py, so our server initialized. So now we can see quizmaster, welcome Nandi. Now if I open this route, that is slash add user and then name, slash add user slash and name, NANDY. So type error, the function for add user did not return valid response. So we have to return something. Okay, if we don't return something, it will give type error. So if we go above, so if you see here, we got a get request for this slash, and we got the right now we are printing here, right? Username. So here define add users. In this function we are taking the name variable, and we are printing incoming name value is some name. So here we are getting the same incoming name value is Nandi. So for the sake of the error is coming, right, if you are not returning something. So I'm putting return, just printing returning hello. Okay, so if I reload again, so right now it is hello, and it is printing incoming value is name is Nandi. So if I rename it to Aritra, so you can see incoming name value is Aritra. So like that you can also pass information from URL. From URL I'm passing information to this function, and the function is accepting here, and we are able to print it here. Okay, so right now we are getting the value, right, name, into this function through URL itself. Got it? Okay, so guys respond, say yes or no.
Sir, actually, this
Yes,
after
yes.
endpoints add user,
Mhm.
we have written this inside the angle bracket name.
Yeah, yeah. So
That
this,
is being treated as name, and we require to put it inside this function whatever we are defining. Then it will be retrieving the same
so
whatever.
if you define this inside this angular brackets, if you define a name, it will be treated as a variable. Okay, and whatever
Okay,
value you give, it will be passed into this function through that name. So you can use this name to access this value here.
okay,
Yeah,
fine.
so that's it. So if you change to anything like so if you press enter, so incoming name value is Priya. Like that you can dynamically add users into the database. Okay, so now let's integrate with database. uh, Add user, and let's create a connection equal to SQLite pre dot connect with database dot db, So we have to import SQLite. Okay, I will import here. Import SQLite 3. After connecting, I will create a cursor. Cursor equal to connection dot cursor, and after that cursor dot execute, and I'm inserting insert into, so users table we have already defined, and the variable name. Okay, so it will automatically fetch the variable name, and then values, and then question mark here. Okay, now we have to pass the name here. So it will add this into that. Now we have to do connection dot commit, and then connection close. Now we can return user added f string user, and inside this, so if this is a formatting string, okay, whatever inside this curly braces will be rendered. So name added into database. Now I will save. So what here we are doing, what we are doing is, so this is a way of inserting values into a string. Okay, you can do like this. If you put two curly braces inside question mark and use a tuple and give value here, the whatever value this variable is having, it will be inserted into this string. Okay, so what this string is, insert into users name, and the value of the name is in this question mark, it will be whatever name we are getting in this here. Okay, are you able to get what I'm saying? Here into this question mark, this user name will be here inserted. Okay, and after the string is created, we are executing this into the database, and into the database new user will be added. So let's first run this. Okay, so I have saved it, uh, server restarted. If I open this and if I run this again, uh, mm, I will open Kushi name USHI. See, user Kushi added into database. So if I open database.db file, see guys, one ID Kushi user is added. If I open in ANDY, so I will go to back. I will close and open the file again. See, new user added, Kamlesh. So if I open this again, close and open this again, see Kamlesh added. Are you guys able to understand what I'm doing here? Are you there? See, Pawan user
Yes,
added into
we
database.
are.
Yeah, Pawan. So that's the power of Flask.
Here we are passing name as a variable from this root actually URL
Yeah,
only. Through
yeah,
URL we
URL.
are adding the things actually, na sir?
Yeah, yeah, URL itself we are passing the values and we are inserting into database.
Okay, okay.
So we are using this execute statement and we are passing this line SQL command into that to the SQLite 3. Okay, and it is doing the operation. So any doubt here? So we are just
Yeah,
executing
sir.
this SQL command and it is adding the name into the database. That's it.
Sir, I haven't used SQLite 3 for my project. I have used Flask SQL Alchemy and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
I'm just showing
added
the users.
user.
We can convert. We will update to that next 9:30.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, so we will. So right now I'm just showing how it is getting done. Okay. So it is the easiest way I can show you. So tomorrow we will shift to SQLite, Flask SQL Alchemy. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so do
Just
we have the
quickly.
session like every day?
Not every day. We will plan the next session after some time. In the meantime, I will give you some tasks. You have to do that. Okay.
Yes. So what is the tentative
You
submission
have to
date?
work
Can
on your
can
own
you?
project.
Yeah,
Submission
obviously.
date. So
Any
I'm not
idea?
aware of those dates. Okay, you have to check. My whole purpose is
Uh,
to teach you.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Deadline is March end, actually, 30th March.
Oh, 30th
Okay,
March. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, we have 3 weeks.
Yeah, it is supposed to have a tenure of 21 days. So,
Uh, I mean, up to you. So if you are able to understand fast and do the things. So next session let's have on 6th. Okay, that is Thursday. Thursday evening, and I will tell you some important things. I will explain my own
so
project.
Monday, Thursday, and I think Saturday I have mentorship sessions for MLF.
Hmm.
So which starts at around 9.
Yeah, yeah. Let's discuss later. Okay, don't
Yeah.
spoil the flow. Yeah.
So
So any
slides,
doubt here?
whatever, so slides, whatever you have made now, if you
Hmm.
will be sharing this to, will be very helpful for us actually.
Yeah, yeah. I will share. Yeah. I
Slides,
will also share
very
the recording. Okay,
nicely,
don't worry.
nicely maintained. You have got it through screenshot and others. No? That is very.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. So if you have any doubt, please feel free to. Okay, we will discuss these things later. Okay. So right now, let's focus on topics. Yeah. Any doubt in this part? Like we are connecting to database and we are executing the statement, and this statement is adding the name into the user table. So I hope you don't have any doubt. Let's go to next topic. So to this slash add and passing name, if we send this get request, it is in the backend. What we are doing is we are adding that name into the database. That's it. Connecting everything together. So right now we already did, but so let's create a new route, that is slash users, and in this users we will fetch users from database that we previously did, and we will display all users using Jinja. Okay. Okay, let's work on this parallelly. So I will create a new route here. So I'm using existing dashboard only. Okay. Users, and I'm deleting everything here. Return render template of so instead of dashboard.html, I'm putting users.html. Okay, and if I try to access this route slash template not found, why? Can anyone tell?
Because we didn't create any.
Users.html is not available, it seems.
Yeah, so we have to rename this dashboard.html, right? Because we have removed the dashboard route. So users.html, and instead of dashboard I will put users, and I'm put this is where you can see all users. Okay, if I refresh, see users, this is where you can see all users, and there is no username. That's why variable name. That's why we are not seeing. We are not able to see any user variable name here. So I'll go back to app.py, and I'm passing users variable. Okay, users equal to none. Okay, good. Let's not work on it. So that's it. So right now we are able to edit this dashboard.py to users.py, users.html, and now we will fetch the users data. How we will do it? Now we will open a connection to the database. Connection equal to SQLite 3 dot connect to database dot db, and cursor equal to connection dot cursor of, and then cursor dot execute, select everything from users table. Okay, and users equal to cursor dot fetch all. So it will get everything from that cursor, and connection dot close, and we are rendering the HTML page. Okay, that's it. So right now, let's not return this users to the front end. Okay, let's see in the backend itself how the users are there. So we'll do print users. Got it, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's go back to the page and let's get again. So now you can see it is sending list of tuples. Kushi, Nandi, Kamlesh, Pavan. Got it, everyone? Here you can see that output, right? So we are fetching the database from data from database.
Here users we are getting as object only, no, sir? It seems
List of
inside the
tuples.
tuples, inside the list we are getting tuples.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we are printing this users here. So now let's use this information to show in the front end. Okay, let's open this users. So I'm passing here users equal to users. So I'm passing the data here. Okay, I'm passing the data to template. Okay, now let's open this template. Now here in this h2 I'm putting users. Okay, now let's refresh. So you can see it is printing list of tuples here. So instead of printing in the backend, it is also printing here also. I mean, it is printing in both ways. Are you able to get it? Yeah. So while doing everything, in every stage, check if everything is correct. So sometimes you may not get users, you may get users empty. So you have to do debugging. Data is coming or not, like that. So right now I'm commenting because I don't want to print here. Okay. So Control S, then refresh. So right now in the backend we are not printing that thing. We are just showing in the front end itself. Yeah. In backend we are not printing because this is commented and it won't print. So now let's style this. Uh, Now I can refer to this thing and I can make a list of items. Okay. Now I will use ChatGPT. You can see this ChatGPT, right? See the ChatGPT, right? Yeah. Uh, so I just pasted the template and I'm asking, uh, I have users variable which is having data in the form of list of tuples tuples. Uh, Example. So just copy the output. Can you make this template look good and display all users? So like this you can ask, and let's copy the output ChatGPT gives, and let's understand how it is doing. It is also doing some styling. So this is how you can use ChatGPT. Okay, so just copy the code, go to your users template, and also if you are using ChatGPT, you should be also aware of how to do things. Okay, so right now I'm just Control A, Control V. I'm doing whole copy paste. So if there is any error in ChatGPT given code, then it will be difficult for you to debug it. Okay, so unless you are sure about what you know some basic things, don't copy paste the whole code. Okay, do testing. If it is working fine, then only integrate. Okay. Okay, let's go through the code. Document type HTML, all these things. Users list. So title, it will be updated to user list instead of document. And we don't need style. It is CSS. It is not our scope. So in the body we have users list. Here are the registered users, added users not registered. So like that you have to do editing according to your usage. And then we created a table element. In that it created a table row, and table heading is ID and then again name. So it created two columns, and it is doing for loop. So this is the Jinja template syntax. Okay, curly braces and this modulo, this percentage symbol for running a loop or executing something. For user in users, it is a for loop. So for every user in users, it is creating a table row and it is adding table data. So th is table heading and td is table data. User of 0, that is in the tuple. For every tuple, it is creating it is taking first value, that is user of 0, that is id, and then table data user of 1, that is name, and it is passing into this second column, that is name. So let's save it, let's refresh. See how beautifully it created users list. Here are the added users. Isn't it great, guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's open new tab. We'll open in the right side. I will open the same 127 slash add user slash I will add new user. Any name which is not here. Komali. Let's add Komali. Komali. So user Komali added into database. If I refresh here, see Komali is added. See, this is, isn't it dynamic? We are not hard coding anything. We are just uh, passing some information into API, and here we are getting the all the users. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So that's the main process. We have created some APIs where we will get information. We will also send information, like here we are passing name information, and after receiving that name, we are adding into database, and using another route, we are getting all the users information. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's go to the. So can I see all hand raises if you're able to understand the whole process without any doubt? You're confident about whatever I thought now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7. 8, 9, 10. What about two other people?
I think that is you. To
No, no.
to
There are 11 people.
oh
Okay, I'm sharing screen, right? Okay, still
yeah.
one
So
person is not
one
right.
you and one. You are in two systems, right?
Yeah, so 11 people,
Just
right?
just yeah. So 11 people are in the
Okay,
meeting.
okay.
Two
Raju
systems are.
Vargesh joined with 2 devices. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you guys for understanding. So let's go to the next topic. So right now we integrated everything. So it is also working fine. Uh, so summary. So Flask handles requests and responses. So request is what we send to the URL. Okay. So if you open this Flask route, so this is what we are passing. So this is a get request to slash users. So we are asking the slash users URL to give something. So we are trying to get something from slash users, and the slash users returned with 200 response. That is success. If there is no template, it is giving 404 not found error, right? So this is what you are requesting, and this is what it is returning. So that is what it is. So we are requesting something and it is responding with something. If it is there, it will send 200 code. If it is not there, it will send 400 code that is not found. So Jinja helps generate dynamic HTML. So instead of hard coding every time, with Jinja we can easily show the users list, right? So I will add one more user, 128 slash add user. So again Aritra is added. So so in the upcoming class we will also check if there is any duplicate, can any other duplicate values can be added or not. So if I run again, it will again add Aritra. So we will focus on about this next in the next class. Okay, while uh, user registration form we will make that. So SQLite stores data and it will retrieve data, stores and retrieves data. So that's about today's session. And what's next? In the next class we will talk about GitHub, which is important for storing code. And maybe before GitHub, I will teach you how to handling with forms. So what is form? What is the use of form? And adding CSS for better user interface. And so maybe deploying. I'm not sure about deploying. Okay, for this, for the scope of this project, we don't need to worry about. We don't need to work on deploying our applications. Maybe I should edit it. So that's it, guys. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, feel free to ask.
So you said you will be giving some exercises to do before the next classes.
Exercises. Yeah,
And
just I will share this
how?
PDF and the recording. Just watch it
Okay,
again and make your own application.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
And
mhm.
how are we going to plan for our website? Like, if we want to discuss with you, like the our project. So
See,
how are we going to
I
do that?
won't be touching anything or else helping with your project. Okay, I will just explain how the things are getting done. If you have any error, then you can ask me. I will guide you how to solve it, but I won't be putting my finger into that project. Okay.
No, I'm not asking you to put the finger into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, so, so in the project, so there would be two, three pages. I have to connect them and design the website and things.
Yeah, yeah. So
So,
right, that's what I'm selling. In the next class, we will work on handling forms. So with the form only, you will create user and you will connect one page to another page. So that's what we are going to discuss. No need to worry. This first class.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So again, I'm not going to help with your project. You have to understand how it is getting done. So right now, what you can do is, so I will share my GitHub project. So you can open that and you can see how I did that. Okay.
Also, sir, is it mandatory to use the GitHub?
So GitHub is very important thing in development side. Okay, so it's better to have basic understanding of how Git works. Okay.
Yeah, I'm already using this. But is it mandatory?
Yeah, yeah. In you have to do some committing something. Okay, I'm not sure. Check with the documentation. You have to commit for every milestone, and you have to do those things in those milestones. So this is my GitHub where I did my MAD1 project. You can refer to this. So this app.py file, if I open this, so I did it in a different way, but you can make it in simple way. You can directly write whole code in the app.py file itself. What I did is I created a folder. Inside that folder, I created a database, separate folder, routes separate folder, static separate folder, templates as I shown before. Init.py to initialize the application. So here I'm creating application and then connecting to database and then importing all the routes, and I'm pushing app context to run it outside of the app context. So in the database, I have models.py where I created models for the required models for the application. Uh, routes.py, here I defined all the routes. So admin, what are the routes admin can open? What are the creator can open? Permissions, what are the required permission? So login for some URLs, login should be required. For some, login is not required. So those things we will cover in next class. Okay, how to do login. User.py, what user can do in slash home. Okay, I will just explain briefly. Okay, in slash home, login is required to open this URL. If it is not login, we will show you are not logged in. So we'll revoke the user to enter that URL. So session of current page equal to home. So I'm updating the current page to home, and I'm returning user slash home.html template. That's it. And in slash songs, uh, I'm checking if the request is post. Um, I'm adding a song. Okay. No, no, no. In slash songs, if the request is a post, I'm filtering the data and I'm filtering all the songs. So songs equal to filtered songs. So I'm showing all the songs in my database. Uh, in slash library, if login is required for this route, and I'm showing all the playlist uh, liked songs by this user, okay. And in slash upgrade I'm showing a template, uh, if the user registered or not, like that. You have already registered, you can update transaction id, updated transaction id success, premium required. So we are creating a new request into premium request table, so like that. So we are showing slash songs, we will show all the songs here. If there is any specific song, we'll show that specific song itself, and we can also rate a song. So for every action I'm creating a url, okay. So in whatever I discussed right now, we were adding a user into that, right? So like that we can do the same. We can also rate a song by passing song id and other information. So if song and not user like the current song, then we are adding a like into that song rating. Elif song and user already liked it, we are removing that, okay. Yeah, deleting that rating, and we are updating that rating. So like that, and we are redirecting to the song page, that's it. So like this, if you understand the process, then you can implement the same for your project also. So I will help you all with your api designing, okay. In the next class I will just tell you how can you design your apis to show information, and I will tell you how to connect, okay. And be join the sessions regularly, then you will be able to do your project well, okay. That's it. So this is welcome.py, this is the home page. uh, slash in. So here we are sending the form to sign in, login, those things. So these things we will do in the next class. Uh, that's it. I will share this link with you. So just have a look at this project, how everywhere it is defined. So, so if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. We have 22 minutes left.
Sir, this
Hmm.
in the Google space, there is a Git helper document for app dev project. It's showing that I have to sign up with the GitHub with my
Student
BS
email.
degree
Yeah.
student email ID, but I have uh, signed up with my own personal ID, email ID
Hmm.
and done my project and updated my Git like that. So will that be a problem
Um,
that I haven't?
you have to update the information. Make your
Yeah,
own.
I have been updating on my personal email ID, not the student email ID. So
Yeah.
do I have to make my student email ID and update it from now or?
If they mentioned you have to make the github account using student email id, then you have to use it, you have to do that.
They have mentioned actually to use this student ID only.
Yeah, then you absolutely have to use that only.
We can actually keep the student email ID as a secondary email. Even though we have created it on the personal email ID, we can keep the secondary email ID as
Hmm.
IITM email ID and do it.
Oh, just search about this on Google, okay, you will get it. So are you sure, Kushi, like is this allowed? uh, so just tag instructor and ask this out in the gspace, okay. Yeah, any other doubts?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, any other doubts?
When will be the next sessions? Are day after tomorrow or the same day, Tuesday only?
Let's plan, like I want everyone to join. So who So how many people, how many of you are available for Thursday session, 7:30 to 9:30? Raise your hand. Okay, I'm lowering everyone. So raise your hand. Okay, only two people. Okay, four. More than half I want. Okay, five. Okay. I need more raises, hand raises. So what about the rest people? Why you will be not able to join?
So there are other classes also, TA sessions also that I have to
Mhm.
attend, and there are other scheduled classes also, na.
Mhm.
So I think I don't know if we can fix 2 dates a week if we are doing so.
So when is quiz 2?
So quiz 2 is on 16th.
16. So
14th is Holy, 15th, 16th. Yes.
see guys, the time is very less. Like after 16 you can also do, but before quiz 2 we have to at least do 2 sessions. So it will be easy
If
for us.
everybody is available on Friday, like I
Mhm.
have a mentorship session, so from 9, so we finish around at 9:30. So I can join, but it will be like hectic. So if
Okay,
you
guys, what about
5 days,
Friday? Can I see hand raises for Friday 7:30 to 9:30? Okay, 1, 2, 5. What about the rest uh, for Friday 7:30 to 9:30? Yeah, 600 is okay then. Then Friday 9 I will create now itself.
okay. So after that, you are planning to do it after the quiz, right?
Uh,
Or maybe one more session before the
yeah, one
quiz.
more session before for sure.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. Then it's fine. You can handle the
Hmm.
things.
So duplicate. So Friday 7th,
Sure, sure. Sure.
and then we'll have on the same Tuesday. Okay, is Tuesday fine for the next
Yeah,
week also?
Tuesday is fine. Tuesday is fine. Like,
Duplicate. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. So 11th. Uh, okay, back
Sir,
again.
after this session, please share the link for this recording. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
sir,
sure.
so that we
Okay,
will
I can stop recording it. So day 1, day 2, day 3. So maybe before quiz, let's not take any session. And what about after quiz? Same on Tuesday, we'll have day 4. Is it fine?
yeah, after quiz, I think we should push for the project. I don't know my personal opinion. So to push it because we will have to prepare for end term again.
Yeah.
actually,
And
That
last date for
is,
submission is 30th March actually. Because of
oh,
certain reason, the
yeah.
project is not getting accepted, and then this project will be in trouble actually.
mm-hmm.
मतलब we have to
Okay.
finish it before 20th of March actually. Then only we can make it actually. We can push it into the portal and
Mhm. So let's do one thing. Right now it is on Tuesday, next Friday, then next to Tuesday. Next Friday, let's not put because of the quiz preparation. And then again on the next to next Tuesday, we will have session. And then Friday, then next Tuesday, then Friday. Is it fine?
Yes.
Yeah, we will
then it
plan
goes up
accordingly.
to 20th actually, na sir. We have to prepare accordingly. We have to follow on this and submit it by 30th March.
So I will plan accordingly. Okay, next session we will learn about forms, those things, and along with that GitHub also, and then we will plan accordingly. Okay.
So like after Friday session, can we start doing the project? Like
Yeah,
on a
yeah. Sure,
do
you can.
we? Yeah, yeah, sure. Then so a little because I know that I will make
Mhm.
a lot of errors at the initial stage.
So day 4. Mhm.
So so at that point, I will need a little bit hand holding.
Mhm. Duplicate day 5. So 7/21 March. And I will replicate these things. Okay. Duplicate 25th. So we can also postpone right now. I'm just putting. Okay. So 6th.
Actually, OR is not available because of keys to another assignments, na. They
Mhm.
can go through the recording only.
Uh,
If you are not finishing it before 20th of March, na,
mhm.
this project we are required to do this another project actually. After 30th March, we will not be in a position to do anything.
You see, my whole my task is to teach you. Okay, that's it. So it's up to you. So I will teach accordingly. Like I should be able to submit in 30th. Okay, I will teach like that, and except the sessions, you have to work on your own to do these things.
For rejection and all, there will not be time actually. If we are submitting on 30th
Mhm.
and there is some problem in submission and all, then it
Mhm.
will be going in the next semester only.
Yeah. Okay. So today is the day one. The Friday we will have day two. The next Tuesday we will have day three, and
Yes, sir,
then
keep it like that only, twice in a week. So we'll be completing it by 20th of March.
so are
And
you sure
anyhow, you
on
are copying
Friday
the
you want to
record.
do? You want to have next week Friday? You want to have day three?
Friday, or keep it on Thursday actually. Tuesday and Thursday,
But
2 days
some
will
people
be.
have a session on Thursday, right?
Then they can go through the recording only, sir.
13th,
Otherwise,
13th, I don't think it would be okay because 16th is an exam and these are PYQ
Yeah, yeah.
days
Before exam,
when,
let's not keep it. Okay, let's
yeah,
keep
so
it for
they
exam.
they solve PYQs and things like that. So uh, I don't
Okay,
think.
I think yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it is fine. So we can change later. Okay, let's before quiz. Let's not take more than three sessions. I also have to study. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you don't have any doubt here. I will just create a folder and I will share you the link. Okay. So I hope you don't have any doubt. So thanks for joining. Have a great day, everyone. Good
thank
night.
you.
Thank you, Nandan, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So the recording.